Hello, beloved. My name is Anna Bazarne. I am the founder and formulator of Maitri Verde. In this video, I want to talk to you about Shadow and Ancestral Healing Kit and how to use products that you received in your kit. As you know, detailed instructions, and links to guided meditations and other techniques are included in the PDF that you receive together with the kit. But here I want to go in more details for hands-on use of the products. But before we begin, allow me to remind you that shadow work and ancestral healing both are processes. They are healing journeys that require three things: commitment, consistency, and vulnerability. So if you decide to work on yourself, to work on this beautiful healing that benefits you, your family, and generations in the past and in the future, just remember about these three things. And in the hardest time, if you ever want to give up, just remind yourself: commitment, consistency, vulnerability. And also self-love and maitri towards yourself, meaning unconditional love, not judgment, and acceptance of yourself. Whatever is going to come out, you need to be ready and prepared to meet this information, to meet those patterns with self-love. You have capacity to transform whatever surfaces up and use and keep what you need and want, your gifts, and transform and transmute, alchemize, and get rid of what is no longer serving you. The patterns that are not suitable for your thriving. These habits that we inherited from families and kept in our bodies for generations as surviving mechanisms that are no longer appropriate in the times we live in. It's time to reprogram. It's time to grow. It's time to heal. And I'm really glad that you are doing it for yourself. Just remember always self-love and compassion. And if it's getting too intense, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to just process what emotionally is coming up before going even deeper into the process. Let's begin with Energy Shield. The big kit comes with a 4-ounce bottle of Energy Shield. The small kit comes with a 2-ounce bottle of Energy Shield. Think about it as your spiritual and energetical shower that you will take every day. So it's very easy to use Energy Shield. You spray it around yourself. You can spray on particular chakras that you're working on. And sometimes the traumatic patterns, the memories, can be stuck, especially on the shoulders, along the spine, like on this point where your wings attach, where your cranium attaches to the neck. So you can spray directly on those points anytime you need. There's no way you can overdose on Energy Shield. You can also cleanse your space and just go through the room, and especially the corners, to clear the negative energy. You can, if you are using altars, and if you decide to build the ancestral altar, definitely use this, the Energy Shield, every day before you work on the altar. And even if you skip a day, at least create spaciousness and cleanness on the altar area, or in the space, your sacred space, where you do the healing work, where you do yoga, and also where you sleep. You can use it once, twice a day. I think the good rule of thumb is first thing in the morning, especially before any morning practices if you have them, and definitely at the end of the day, after your work day, to just cleanse up everything that you picked up during the day. And you can also cleanse your jewelry with Energy Shield. And every kit comes with a piece of beautiful Snowflake Obsidian that will be your friend and a guide during your meditations, guided visualizations. And it's also nice to have it in your pocket whenever you go. And think about it as your friend, confidant, and also a guide that will continue to bring uh, signs, symbols, memories, visions, informations for you to receive. But also, it's an incredible stone to help you to process those darkness into the light. That's what symbolism of the speckles, these beautiful white speckles on black, symbolize. When you receive your crystal, I cleanse the crystal before I send it to you, but they travel a long distance. Many people handle the box. Who knows where it's been. So when you receive your crystal, I would recommend to take a bowl, fill it with salt, and fully submerge your stone in there. And let it sit for 12 to 24 hours. And then take the stone out and discard the salt. Outside of your house, flush it down the toilet, but don't keep it in the house. Get rid of it. Best put it back into the soil, into Mother Earth, for any negativity to be transmuted. Then, when you have your stone, you also cleanse it with your energy shield, and cleanse it every day. It's a good way of maintaining the supercharge of a crystal, and also help to whatever it absorbs from you during your meditations and healing work to transmute this energy and keep it energized. Because all of the Maitri Verde products are supercharged and they contain a lot of energy, I love suggesting to charge them. You can use selenite. This is a nice selenite plate. I also use salt lamp and selenite lamp. What else could be really good? Put it under the moonlight during the full moon, for example. That will be amazing. So you can put your remedies on the selenite and just keep it to continue charging it. And also, it's very helpful to set intentions for your selenite, for your energy shield, for your shadow flower elixir, and also for your stone. And your handout has detailed instructions how to program your crystal. But basically, you hold it at your heart and you say the intention, what you want from your healing journey and from this stone, and you blow it into your stone. It will still do what the Snowflake Obsidian does by itself, but it's also nice to bring your own healing intentions. The same you would do with energy shield, with your shadow oil, and with the shadow flower elixir. Because it's energetic in nature, it will also record your intentions. So the same way, keep it at your heart, really, really focus, say your intentions, blow it into your remedy. Now let's go through other products that are included. Shadow Flower Elixir. This is a powerful flower essence medicine to work with. I would say start by taking at nighttime and also set intentions. And every time you go to bed, set intention to receive messages through dreams, through any guidance you may receive, like voices, visions, sounds, smells, whatever, however information wants to come. And then take your shadow. Every time you take Flower Essence Elixir, you shake them up with a percussion movement, and then you take it directly into your mouth or in water. If you don't like the taste of the cognac as a preservative, put it in your water and take it with water. I would say in the beginning, use shadow at night, at bedtime, and anytime you sit down to meditate, to journal, every time you have time to listen to your intuition, to your higher self, to your guides. Any work that you do. If you do yoga practice, do it before you do yoga practice. If you go for a walk or hike, do it if you do energy healing, right, like Reiki or sound bath, definitely do it before. Breath work, before the breath work, before a psychologist or appointment. So anytime you want to contact your unconscious mind, use shadow as often as you need. But I would recommend to start maybe over the weekend when you have time to, first of all, do the practices and not be disturbed, and also to see how you react. Some people are so sensitive that it can be overwhelming with all the information that you receive. But with some people, it takes longer to even notice the results. It all depends on the experience, but I have to tell you, they work. It doesn't matter how subtle or how sudden your revelations are, it will give you what you need to receive. It will start bringing from unconscious what needs to be received and what you're ready to receive with your conscious mind. And please don't judge yourself strictly. Sometimes we need to be prepared. We need to be in a receptive state. And that's why I was saying that don't maybe take it during the weekdays in the beginning when you have to focus on work and it's not time to be emotional. And there are days that you just don't have time to receive the messages, to listen to them, to process them. So reserve shadow for the moments in your life during the day when you actually have this time and capacity to focus what is inside of you, what's coming to you. So this is shadow. And you can also add shadow to, you can add it directly on your body. Like if there is a knot, especially in your shoulders, in the neck, or any painful areas, or if you have a certain disease, and you can put it on that area of the body and also set the intention to receive messages if that disease has something to share with you, if the symptoms has something that needs the revelation, needs an insight, something that you need to work on. So this is shadow. And now we have shadow True Self Aroma. And large kit has the 10 milliliter bottles of shadow, a roll-on, and a small kit has a mini roll-on. And I have to tell you that for shadow work and ancestral healing work, sometimes a little goes a long way, especially with the shadow formula, because mostly you need to inhale it. And you won't use it as often as, for example, confidence or tranquility that are helpful in your day-to-day life. You would reserve shadow as well for when you are ready to receive the information. Same as with Flower Elixir, definitely I would use it before the bedtime. And you can inhale from the bottle, large or small. And also when you're ready to receive and work with the oil, put a little bit under your nose. So when you meditate or when you do your yoga practice, and for example, you cannot really put the aroma all over your body in respect to your neighbors, you can still get the effect and continue to work with the oil as you walk around without overwhelming smell. Definitely use the oil before the bedtime. As I said, you can apply under your nose, on your temples. You can anoint all the chakras. And just to remind you that both oils come with a little card that will give you some instructions and ideas how to use the oil. So on your third eye, for sure, on your throat, because shadow consists from a lot of things that haven't been said, right? They had been dislodged and hidden in our unconscious because we didn't have capacity to speak for ourselves, to speak the truth. So for the truth to come out, it's really amazing to put it on your throat chakra, on your heart. Well, basically on all the chakras. So you can anoint your chakras. And with a smaller oil, yeah, you have smaller amount of oil. So maybe you would want to anoint the wrist and put the oils on the pulse points, because what it does symbolically, when you put on the pulse point, you send these vibrations and you send this oil back to your heart. So you work with the rhythm, with the beating of your heart. And you, as the heart sends the pulse towards the end of your arms, so with the oils, you send it back to your heart. Anointing, of course, is incredibly helpful. Also, you can apply oil on your wrists, rub them together, inhale, just work on your auric field. And also you can cup and inhale from the wrists, so it gives a little bit of more aroma, more intense than maybe just from the bottle. And then if it's absolutely necessary, you can go and wash your hands if you, for some reason, don't want the smell to linger. And through the palms, the oils will absorb and go into your bloodstream and work on your cellular memory to release, to squeeze the cells, to reprogram your DNA. Because I was telling you that a lot of ancestral, especially trauma, had been carried through from generation to generation in our cellular memory, in our DNA, from mother to daughter to son. And we can reprogram the gene expression. And scientists had proved that working on the trauma, we understand how to make the gene express itself differently. So there is a huge potential on healing ourselves, on how we react onto stress, what fears trigger us, and also sometimes even certain inherited diseases can be reversed when we work on such deep level. So I think I covered everything, and I hope you will have incredible, beautiful healing journey with your healing kit. And always don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. Read through the guides, through the guidelines, do the meditations, do the exercises, put the protection over you, and don't underestimate the necessity, because when you start contacting your ancestors, sometimes they want to come into you, into your body, into your auric field, and you really need and want to protect yourself. So energy shield and the pyramid of light that is in the guide. Well, thank you so much for being with me, for watching this video. If you have questions, sign up for my newsletter. I receive a lot of questions as well, and I send my newsletters and articles in response to those questions. Also, you can email me, anna@maitriverde.com, with your questions. I love you, and I'm very happy to be part of your healing journey.